Today we got a highly requested fight coming your way. Black Widow Natasha Romanoff taking on Black Canary Tina Lance. Who comes on top? Well, let's find out.
Eyes up. Stay sharp. Stay down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
A former KGB agent, Natasha Romanoff, better known as Black Widow, is one of the best agents S.H.I.E.L.D. has ever had. She's a longtime member of the Avengers, as well as the leader of the short-lived Los Angeles-based superhero team called the Champions. Black Widow has taken a variation of the super soldier serum, although it doesn't make her as powerful as Captain America. How Natasha is as strong, fast, durable, and agile as any woman can be without being classified as superhuman. She's been able to actually injure Spider-Man with a kick, and is durable enough to survive multiple explosions and actually have major surgery without anesthesia and not move. Although that was kind of cool. She's also fast and agile enough to consistently dodge bullets, from expert marksmen like Punisher and Bullseye. This serum also explains why Natasha is so youthful, despite being born before World War II. Black Widow's been trained in martial arts since a very young age, and is an expert in karate, judo, jujitsu, ninjutsu, aikido, muay thai, kung fu, and several others, that she's skilled enough to fight against Wolverine, Punisher, Elektra, Daredevil, Winter Soldier, and Captain America. She's also an expert marksman, having actually been ranked as one of the best shots in the Marvel Universe. Despite her outfit's skin-tight appearance, it's actually made of a high-tech synthetic fabric that is resistant to small firearms. It's even equipped with tiny suction cups that allow her to cling to walls and ceilings. Then Natasha carries state-of-the-art spy gear, like stunners and tear gas. She has grappling hooks and a retractable line called the Widow's Line, which lets her travel quickly from building to building. Her primary weapon, though, is the Widow's Bite, which is a potent electrical blast capable of emitting 30,000 volts. Thus we got in one corner, one of the most iconic female superheroes of all time, and key member of the Avengers, Black Widow. But entering the ring, one of the best fighters in the DC universe, Black Canary. Tina Lance was born into a family of crime fighters. Her mother was a vigilante and her father is a cop. She grew up with a company of heroes. After years of training, followed in her parents' footsteps by assuming the costume, identity, and legacy of her mother Dinah Drake, the Black Canary. Dinah is on par with Olympic athletes, and is exceptionally strong, fast, agile, and durable. But really she thrives when it comes to speed and agility. Black Canary is able to dodge machine gun fire and grab arrows out of the air, which arrows can travel in excess of 200 miles per hour. You have to imagine that Green Arrow's arrows travel even faster than that. So that is very impressive. Black Canary is an incredible fighter, and is actually considered to be one of the top 7 fighters in the DC universe. She's especially trained in judo and boxing, which is helpful since most of her opponents are larger, so she uses judo to help with that. She has spent time training Wildcat, one of the best boxers to have ever lived, with Shiva, one of the greatest martial artists ever. Oracle even said that Black Canary might be able to take down Batman, although I think that is kinda unlikely. However, Black Canary has been able to spar against Wonder Woman. She's defeated Cheshire, and she was Granny's choice to train the Furies. Pretty impressive if you ask me. The greatest thing about Black Canary, though, is her Canary Cry. This is a unique metahuman ability that allows her to unleash an ultrasonic scream powerful enough to shatter objects, disorient opponents, and is even able to shatter skulls and liquefy bones. Black Canary has also used her sonic scream to defeat a T-Rex, beat Giganta, and blow Amazo's head off. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, this is one of the most requested fights I've seen on this channel, and I can kinda get why. 2 badass women, 2 skilled fighters and heroes. They both led their respective teams before, the Avengers and the Justice League respectively, and they even both got Black in their name. Black Widow and Black Canary are real similar, and it just makes sense to match them up against one another. But who comes out on top here? Well, it's our job to figure it out. Starting off, physicality. Well, Black Widow is actually taking a variation of the super soldier serum. So, just like Captain America, she is the pinnacle of human physical potential, except instead of being as strong, fast, and durable as any man one day could be, she's as strong, fast, and durable as any woman one day could be. She's strong enough to perfectly snap a man's neck with a kick, send him in flying backwards with her punches, even sending the Punisher flying through a wall with a kick, and she's even slammed a man so hard in the ground before that she cracked concrete. She's ripped the arm off an A-lift robot. Winter Soldier is actually shocked by how strong she is when she's not holding back. And hell, she's even injured Spider-Man with a kick, though that probably is the upper limits of her strength. On the other hand, Black Canary is strong enough to daze superhumans with a kick. She's kicked off a zombie's head, and she's even literally been able to ragdoll people around, spinning them over her head. She's bent metal with one swift elbow, kicked over a fire hydrant, and even shattered a robot and knocked off its head with one punch. So about durability. Well, Natasha survived a dark matter blast, falling out of buildings, and helicopter and grenade explosions. She's taken attacks from Daredevil, Cap's Shield, Doctor Doom, and Scorpion. And that actually has incredible endurance as well as durability. I mean, she managed to stay perfectly still with no anesthesia while having major surgery. And one time, she was attacked by another Russian super spy, who actually had a trigger scent that forced Widow to submit and not be able to fight back. So Widow stayed in the fight, took a massive beating, just waited until the spy broke her nose, and then put him down just a couple moves. But Dinah is definitely able to take a beating and keep on ticking as well. She's taken beatings from superhumans. And one time, Starling was forced to knock Dinah out, and she was forced to put everything that she had into that punch because she had seen Canary shrug off so many punches before, and Starling even ended up breaking her hand with that sucker punch. And just like Black Widow, Black Canary also has remarkable endurance, as even before she officially became Canary, or even before joining up with Team 7, she was able to evade and fight against squads of ninjas for hours straight. But the most important thing here has got to be the speed and agility. Black Canary's been able to dodge bullets on a fairly regular basis. And one time, she was even able to jump in front of some bullets after they've been fired and destroy them with her canary cry. She's fast enough to catch one of the Green Arrow's arrows out of the air, and is incredibly agile as well, being able to bounce back and forth and jump between cars. On the other hand, Widow is easily able to dodge automatic gunfire, avoiding point blank gunfire, Gatling gunfire, shots from Punisher or bullets while she was bound, and she's even dodged bullets at point blank range while she was running straight towards the bullet. On top of that, she's dodged blasts from Iron Man and Sentinels, projectiles thrown by Bullseye. And she's just so fluid in her movements that Natasha makes dodging bullets look like a dance, like a ballet, rather than actually dodging bullets. Now, overall, I would give the physical edge to Black Widow, and that might not really come as a surprise. It's all because of that super soldier serum. Black Canary isn't physically a superhuman, and so logically, it just makes sense that if she's still a normal human, she isn't going to surpass Widow, who is the ultimate pinnacle of human physical potential. But it's not just a physical fight, we've also got to look at skills and abilities, and that's where things get real interesting. Now, Black Widow is obviously a highly skilled fighter, having been trained in martial arts since she was a child, and she's plowed through ninjas, thugs, shield agents, and special ops soldiers like they were nothing. Natasha's even beaten 100 men all by herself, and easily killed an entire room of KGB agents, beating people like Punisher, Crossbones, and Lady Bullseye, and even helped to put down a brainwashed Captain America. However, in all fairness, Black Widow's definitely had her ups and downs when it comes to fighting. I mean, she's beaten skilled fighters before. There have also been times where she fought against Winter Soldier and got her ass quickly knocked out. Fought against the Punisher, while at first appeared she had the leg up. Turns out, Frank had been manipulating the fight since the very beginning. And she's even lost to 2 members of Black Panther's bodyguard, the Dora Milaje. And it's because of that little bit of unreliability in the fight that I gotta give the edge to Black Canary when it comes to skill. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to take anything away from Natasha, and I understand that everyone has low showings. but Dinah has been consistently at a higher level when it comes to skill and ability. Her skill is truly what makes her shine. She trained under Lady Shiva and Wildcat. Lady Shiva actually was so impressed with her abilities that she wanted Dinah to become her successor, and Oracle even believes that Canary has the skill to take down Batman. She's defeated Cheshire, second deadliest assassin in the world, beat Lady Shiva's mother, the person who oversaw Shiva's training, and beats in both Green Arrow and Merlin. She was Granny's choice to train the Furies. She's easily a top tier fighter, out there with Batman, Shiva, and Richard Dragon. And Donna even knows a punch that can make someone's heart explode in a few hours, although she's too morally upstanding to ever use it. Now, Black Canary is a much better fighter than Black Widow, and so that means that if Natasha wants to win here, she's going to heavily rely upon her gear and weapons. And that could honestly help her, especially considering how accurate Nat is with her guns and weapons. I mean, she shot knives out of Mockingbird's hand, shot through thin cables, and even shot through Hawkeye's bowstring. And when Rogue absorbed Widow's accuracy, she was able to make a sniper shot of over 2.8 miles. Then there's her Black Widow gauntlets, which are her main weapons, and are capable of shooting grappling hooks and coming for Widow's bite, which is an insanely powerful electric static blast. But I honestly think all this is countered by Black Canary's Canary Cry. I mean, we've seen her intercept and shatter bullets with that cry. So honestly, there goes a lot of Widow's gear and weapons, as well as her advantage to fight from a range and a distance. And the cry is insanely powerful, being able to plow through metal doors, destroy cars, and she's used it to injure a T-Rex. She sent Mammoth flying backwards, injured Black Alice, who was enhanced with superpowers, used it to drop Giganta, and even blown off Amazo's head. Black Canary is also insanely skilled with her cry and incredibly precise, being able to snipe bullets and arrows out of the air, hit the right frequency to dismantle guns and revolvers, and with that cry, she's able to easily send Black Widow flying backwards, knock her out, or just destroy her weapons. So, end of the day, who wins? Well, Black Widow's definitely got the physical advantage here, thanks to the Super Soldier Serum. But Black Canary takes the edge everywhere else. She's one of the best fighters in the DC universe, is the better fighter here. Then there's her Canary Cry, which is the greatest power in this fight, and the final nail in the coffin for Widow. Black Canary is just too much to handle, and she's coming out on top here. Black Canary wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the FanCo army, and I will see you all next time.